What's up? Hey everybody, thanks for coming. I'm about to show you some clips from the Zimmerhanzel gravel race. It was 100 kilometers. It was a bit muddy, definitely cloudy and threatening rain, but actually the weather was really nice. It didn't get that cold. Last year was freezing. This year was awesome. This video is taking me a little bit longer to create than I was anticipating, as they usually do. I got some clips from the race. I have a few screenshots of my power file showing what kind of power it took to race this kind of race, and some pictures and interviews after the race as well. So without further ado, let's check it out.
Rollout. You guys will be rolling out behind this white truck here in front of you. The truck will do about 15 to 18 miles an hour onto the main road here for the first mile or so. Once you guys reach, there's a bridge about a mile or so down the road. Our driver will gas it and you guys are on your own. Make sure that you're following on the right side of the road, especially in this blind corner. This is an active farming community. They are not expecting you. There are going to be ranchers out there that might need to get hay out to their cattle in the field. There may be a big truck. Make sure you're following the road, make sure you're staying on the right side, and make sure you're obeying all traffic laws. This is an open course.
All right, so here we go. The neutral car just left, and I'm seeing the front pack hammering, absolutely blasting off, full throttle, mission to Mars status. As you can see, it's a little muddy, and I'm like, it's time to go.
Stay with us. Here's our selection.
So I just said, stay with us, there's our selection. Meaning, we have to get to that front group because the people who are selected, basically, it's self-selection. It's a phrase, like the selection of people who decide to make a breakaway. And this is it. Boom. 7 people at mile 4. We're going way past my FTP. We are blasting.
Which that today? Oh yeah, that was good. That was like 350 net power.
You went off at what, mile
0? mile
Mile 1.
First key.
Like, everybody called and he goes so hard that everybody heard him just following him. Oh my God.
I mean, that was the move. That was the move.
The course was great too. I didn't know
the weather was actually great.
Amazing.
It was like keeps you cool. Like didn't need any warm weather gear. I took my arm warmers off in the first like.
How was your glasses?
It's fine.
I took them like a minute.
Yeah. So that was obviously after the race, and we're talking about how Chris Tolley, the legendary Chris Tolley, the race director of the driveway, and so many other things that he does. Anyway, he set the tone real early, and he created this breakaway, as they were saying, from mile 0. And boom, we were off. 7 guys off the front. This is it for the rest of the race, really.
Whoops. I took that turn poorly. Almost got dropped. 7 of us. Or wait, 8? 7, I think. I think this is a selection already.
You can hear me just there talking to myself, making a note that, yeah, that was it. 7 of us. I made a bad turn and I almost got dropped. So in gravel racing, you're hauling because there's so many straight roads. You can just go so fast. And then all of a sudden there's a right turn. All these roads have, it seems like, just right turns. Because they're all like connecting farms or in between farms. Oh, there's a nice sweeping turn. It's like when you make these turns, you have to take a good line. It's called the A line. you want to take a good line on gravel turns, especially because you can lose traction. I've crashed. One of my first gravel races, I crashed on a turn because I took a bad line. So if you take a bad line, you can also get dropped. But the nice thing is the speeds are a little slower than on roads. So actually catching back up to the group is possible, but you better do it quick. Okay, now we're on the road. Now we're on a road section, and I'm charging to the front. I like going fast on the roads.
That is a massive bird.
I'm just talking about some bird here, I guess. Yeah, I tried to make a move there, by the way, and it didn't work, clearly.
Yo, those things are sick.
So, yeah, still 7 of us. We're about halfway through. We're all taking good pulls. It felt pretty fair. It felt like a good, equal distribution of work. And for those of you who don't know the kind of work I'm talking about, it's in cycling, when you're in the front, you're doing the most work. The wind is pushing on you, and you're fighting the wind. So we try to take turns. This group was awesome. We were all working together. You know, a few of us knew each other already. This military guy, I actually didn't know him, but everybody else in there I knew. That's Mark Coppage from the Meteor team, really cool guy. And then you got Chris Tolley, you've got Joel Carroll, super strong. Last year, Zimmerhanzel, I feel like he was going to win it, or he was at least going to podium it, but he punctured and he didn't finish. So this year I saw him, I was like, oh, this is going to be good, because I know he's strong. Who else do we got in here? Cooper Bridges, and of course Gabriel Oderman. And now watch this. So remember I said there were 7 of us? Well, at this very moment, it seemed like me and Joel both knew it was time to attack. This little chicane going uphill.
Nope.
We started pushing hard, and it was like the perfect move to drop a few guys.
Push it.
And I'm telling Gabe here, keep pushing. Let's keep the pressure on the guys behind us so they don't catch us.
Keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on.
Yeah, so there's now, we've actually dropped 2 guys. Now there's only 5 of us. It's Cooper Bridges, Gabriel Oderman, Joel Carroll, Chris Tolley, and myself. Strong guys. We're now really cranking it up. We were cranking it hard in the beginning, that's for sure. But when it was just 7 of us, we actually were like sharing the load, and it wasn't that bad. But right here now there's 5, and we're trying to keep it 5. Gosh, Tolley is a great wheel to follow. Let me just put it that way. He pulls hard, he pulls long, and he's not a small guy, so I can hide behind him pretty well. So yeah, I mean, on the theme of hiding behind, I did my best to hide as much as I could. I've got an awesome coach. He's telling me to do as little work as possible. But, you know, when you've got a group who's trying to stay away from the peloton, which was, I think, like 70 people about, and then we have those 2 that we just dropped, you can't be sitting back and doing nothing. You have to be sharing the load. And if you stop working, people notice. So it's a fine balance, doing as little as possible while also helping the breakaway move forward. So I don't know if you just saw that, but Cooper just flicked me forward, and yeah, that's like what we do. We let each other know that it's time to go. Like, I'm done at the front, now it's your turn, whoever's behind me. We're making this nice rotation here. A lot of you guys who are watching this might already know what I'm talking about, and it might be boring to hear beginner information of cycling, racing tactics, and etiquette, really. But for everybody who doesn't know, there's certain things that we do to communicate, like flicking our elbow, and that lets the rider behind them know it's time to go forward. We're all one unit. That's the goal, is to stay as one unit so that we can stay away from everybody behind us. I like to be the guy who's like positive and talking during a race, trying to like build a little camaraderie, because like I said, we're one unit, and it's like we're a team in a way, even though none of us are on the same team. We're the team at the front, you know. Now we're like starting our own little race, but we have to stay together to make it happen. Gosh, I love this wet gravel. It's a little sticky, not peanut butter mud, but it's flying everywhere. The camera is no good. Oh, this is good mud right here. It's got that red color. It just feels nice too. I must have wiped off the GoPro so you can see better now. We're about to get to a section where things are heating up and I start to pull. So I'm in the front and I'm leading the group and I'm going hard and I want to attack. This whole day I've been pretty dang safe, and then this happens. I want to emphasize how stupid that was, actually. That was very dumb of me to be that far left, especially during a race going that fast, but I should never be riding like that. I try to never ride like that, especially at a blind turn. Watching that footage is pretty terrifying, and in the moment it was horrifying. I am so grateful that none of us went down. There was no crashes or spills or, God forbid, contact with that car. We were extremely lucky. Yeah, I don't want to glorify that in any way, but I want to showcase that that did happen, and I make errors. We all make errors, and in that case, I was just lucky. So again, don't do that. Don't do what I did there.
Sorry, guys.
Next second, a car is like, and it's not going slow.
He's
And
hauling,
I go
dude.
into the ditch. I blanked out. That's still fun.
Safety third. Let's try that.
So then, yeah, you went into the ditch?
Are you 40? Yeah. Like, I just like locked up, and then like I was like, oh, I'm here.
Yeah, and then
Race is still on, right? Sorry about that. Glad we're all good.
okay, so you heard it. The race is still on. Yeah, I mean, we have a mile or so left. We're really close to the end, and it's time to go. I think Tolly's behind me here. This is Joel Carroll in front of me. Gabe is in front of him, and Cooper Bridges is there as well. Oh no, there's Tolly. Okay, boom. Joel goes. Gabe follows. I try to latch on to Gabe's wheel. I'm trying so hard. And Gabe's trying so hard to stay on Joel's wheel, but look at Joel go. Joel's gone. And I am sorry, but I don't have the footage. I pulled ahead, and I actually passed Gabe. So there's Joel, number one. Me, number two. Gabe was right behind me. And then it was Cooper, then Tolly.
You too, brother.
And there you have it. Really stoked with the second place. This whole squad was unreal. I mean, such killer effort. It was so fun to race with these guys.
Holly.
Oh, you're good.
I mean, I'll admit, I almost got it killed.
I did.
Man, I'm sorry.
I don't know if anyone caught it. I was like right before. I was like, watch the curve.
Exactly.
I was like,
and I yelled at you, but
Right when you said that, like it clicked, I was going
I mean,
race brain, and race brain can kill you, so.
Oh no, I mean, I was in it, and then I locked up my hamstring cramp. I just went into the ditch. I was like, all I thought was that car was gonna go like this, swerve out.
And then yeah. Race is over, dude. Like, what we almost just died. What am I doing? But then,
almost, it got in our minds. We're all like,
Yo, dude, I was
like, I don't know if I want to race anymore.
I know, right? It was like,
Well, I was kind of nervous that we were going to stay neutral through like the attacky bits, and I was like, this is when we need to start racing.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's a hill right here. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I guess we're all still like lost.
That's why I yelled game on. I was like, game on.
oh,
Let's go.
okay.
Just so you guys don't feel like I'm cheating.
Yeah, I know, right?
Here's my power file. If you look to the right side, then you've got a duration of 2 hours and 44 minutes, normalized power of 289 watts. That's really close to my FTP setting of 300, which is crazy, which means I need to increase my FTP setting. I was in zone 6 a lot. And there's Joel Carroll, the winner, and us on the podium with Gabe in third, me in second, and it was so muddy. Look at Gabe. Another power file showing the laps. You could see that my heart rate was actually inaccurate. Don't look at that. And my max power got to 1,000 at one point. Well, thanks for watching. It was definitely a crazy race. I'm super proud of getting second place again, 1 week after the last race that I got second at. It was a strong front pack, and it was an honor to be racing with them. I felt way more in control this year at Zimmerhanzel than I did the year before. I was just struggling to hang on last year. I'm really proud of where I've come, and also there are so many things I have to learn. I want to appreciate Joel Carroll for giving me some explicit pointers on how to attack more effectively next time. I definitely have a lot to learn. Tune in next time. There'll be a race coming up. Well, there's a few races coming up, so let's see how long we can keep these videos going.